everyone, and welcome to another episode of Lilo N Stitches. I'm your yarn host, Jennifer, and I almost messed up my lines. Get with it! Alright, so, story time! Alright, so, yesterday was an anniversary for Mr. Cinnamon and I. Now, if you were around last year, you would know that we don't just celebrate our anniversary of the day we got married, we also celebrate the anniversary of the day we met / started to date, kind of fall in love type deal. So that holiday happens in March. Our wedding anniversary, however, is on my birthday, which is in August, if you guys have been around long enough. So yesterday we decided we were going to spend the day together, but because I haven't been feeling well, we didn't want to go out to eat or go out and do anything that was going to upset my stomach further. So Mr. Cinnamon very sweetly didn't even make me get all dressed up or look pretty for him. He just said, let's just spend the day together while the kids are at school. Let's just enjoy each other's company. And, I want to go out with you. And I was like, okay. He's all, well, here's some options. And he said he wanted to go to a sculpture garden in Richmond, or he wanted to go to, he named off a couple of places. And I was like, I don't feel good. I don't want to be somewhere where I'm far away from home, which Richmond is over an hour drive away from my house. And I don't want to be somewhere far away from a bathroom in case I get sick. I know this is not romantic, but this is my reality. So he was like, well, let's go shopping. He's all, we could go to visit some Dollar Trees and see which Dollar Trees have yarn. And I said, here's the problem. I don't need yarn. I'm trying to be responsible with yarn. And I have a 10-pound box coming from Kramer Yarns today. So I really don't need yarn. So I didn't want to go to the Dollar Tree and get a box of yarn to bring home. And a box is like 36 skeins of yarn. I didn't want to do that again. And I know you guys love, my last Dollar Tree video is the best video of the year so far. It did so well with how many views it got and comments, and people just love that video. So in the future, I might go and do the trip where we go Dollar Tree hopping and show you guys what the different Dollar Trees have, so you guys can get an idea, and so you guys can understand that, yes, not all Dollar Trees have yarn, and it is frustrating, and I understand that. And so I wanted to do a video like that, but that didn't happen yesterday. I was not in the mood to yarn shop yesterday, which is why Mr. Cinnamon goes, maybe we can go to Hobby Lobby first, and that'll get us started with the day. I was like, okay, but I just got done telling Sandy from Crochet A that I don't ever buy yarn from Hobby Lobby, even though it's right down the street. I don't ever buy yarn from Hobby Lobby. I mean, you guys can see the orange stickers here. I have some, but I only go once a year for the clearance sale, and that is my Hobby Lobby yarn, because I find Hobby Lobby yarn to be on the expensive side. And trust me, if you guys disagree, it's fine with me. I appreciate no matter what kind of yarn you like, okay? It doesn't bother me if you love Hobby Lobby, but just don't let it bother you if I don't love it the way you guys do, okay? Because I like Premier Yarns. You know this. I'm starting to like fancy bougie yarns, honestly. I got a little bit of, I got a little bit of that bouginess happening. So, but I also love going to the Dollar Tree. So, I'm very specific with, I just don't shop at Hobby Lobby. So we went to Hobby Lobby anyway, because he loves Hobby Lobby. He likes looking at all the stuff. He likes to be creative with wood, although he doesn't do it very often because he's a busy person. He has an important job, and, he helps out around the house. He's a good man. He does all the things. So we go to Hobby Lobby, and I went straight back to the yarn section. And I looked up and down the aisles. I didn't see anything that drew my attention. I mean, don't get me wrong. The hanks that are at Hobby Lobby are absolutely beautiful. But I know that I can recreate those in my own house. And so I don't tend to buy the hand-dyed looking yarns from Hobby Lobby, because I know that I can create something like that, or even more detailed to what I like at home. So I've never bought those hanks from Hobby Lobby. And that's okay. That's perfectly okay with me. And I have a lot of Hobby Lobby yarn that I have not used, so I don't want to buy more and just shelve it. This yarn is beautiful. It's gorgeous. I have not used it yet. And that would make a beautiful baby blanket It really would. So that's my thinking. And I knew I had a 10-pound box of yarn coming from Kramer. So we're walking around, and Mr. Cinema's like, "Oh, that's pretty. Do you want this yarn?" And they had some neons that were so pretty, but I just didn't want them. They were beautiful. I didn't want them enough to buy them, which is really strange for me. You guys know this. You know this is strange for me. I just didn't want them. I was like, no, I'm good. And then some of the yarn Sandy showed recently, I saw it and I was like, oh, it's even prettier in person. And I was like, I'm not going to use that though. Like, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I don't know what I would use it for. So I didn't buy it. So then we went along and went up and down all the aisles pretty much looking for clearance because Mr. Cinnamon loves a good clearance as much as I do. And so we're cruising through the store and he's all, "Hey, do you like this?" I was like, "Yeah, it's cool. You want it?" I was like, No. This may also have something to do with me not feeling good as well. On top of it, I just was not interested in anything pretty much. And then we found this beautiful picture. And I think it's on the kitchen table still. It is a wooden frame with a piece of glass in it, but no backing. And the glass has the Little Mermaid painted on it with an ocean scene, and Prince Eric's ship is off in the distance, and she's facing the ship, and the picture is beautiful, and it was 40% off. And so Mr. Cinnamon bought that for Juliana because she's redoing her bedroom, and she has red hair. So like she has red hair. And our niece, baby girl, thinks that Ariel is her cousin Juju. So I just think that's so cute. She has a shirt with the princesses on it that I bought her, and she points to Ariel and says that that's Juju. It's the cutest thing ever. And so Juju has kind of become nicknamed as Ariel, and so she really likes all stuff Ariel, and she's always loved The Little Mermaid. And so we bought her that for her newly painted bedroom, which is this beautiful, like, it's supposed to be like a sage green, but it's almost like a sea foam. It is so beautiful. She picked a really good color. So I thought that would be beautiful on her walls. And so, we bought her that. And then we're walking up and down the aisle. Mr. Cinnamon's like, he's grabbing these things for the yard. I love stuff for the yard. I love whirligigs, and I love the twirly things, and I love my bird feeders, and I just love decorating outside. I'm not real proficient at it. Like, my yard is not beautiful. It's not well landscaped, but I do have beautiful flowers certain times of the year. I do grow my vegetable garden. Like, I love my yard. I love being in my yard. I love having all the stuff in my yard. But yesterday, I was not having... There was these things that were like 4 feet long, and they were just a twirl. And they would look so cool on one of my shepherd hooks in the yard. And I was like, no, I'm not interested. And then, at some point during this shopping trip, I look at him, and I said words that I think no other woman in the history of Hobby Lobby has ever said to another person. Will you please stop trying to buy me stuff? I got a few dirty looks when I said that, because I said it rather loudly, because I'm a loud person sometimes. I got dirty looks. And then I immediately started laughing in the middle of Hobby Lobby and looked at him. I said, I don't think another woman has ever said those words inside Hobby Lobby. Please stop trying to buy me stuff. We left with only one purchase, and that was the picture for Juliana. I didn't buy a single thing at Hobby Lobby. And I know that some of my Canadian friends, especially Sandy from Crochet Canada, is cringing at that story. I guarantee it. But that was our date day starting off. Stop trying to buy me stuff. However, I will say this. In the same shopping parking lot mall area, it's an outside mall. It is a big shopping area by our house. In the same parking lot is a gluten-free bakery. I have not been eating. I think I went a good 48 hours without eating a single thing. I just couldn't. And so Mr. Cinnamon's like, let's stop off at the bakery, because last time we stopped at this bakery, they didn't have sourdough, and I really wanted to try their sourdough. I love sourdough bread, and I miss that I can't eat it anymore. I miss it so much. And I wanted to try their gluten-free sourdough. So at this point, I'm a little bit moody. I'm a little bit cranky. I didn't want to go into this bakery. I was just not in the mood. So I was like, you can go in there and buy what you want, because I wasn't feeling like hungry at all. He came out with a loaf of sourdough, which was $10 for a little tiny loaf of bread. But it's decent. I mean, it's not the best sourdough I ever had, because I prefer like real sourdough. But for gluten-free bread, it is really good with a little bit of jam on it. A little bit of jam with a little sprinkling of blue cheese. It's going to be delicious for avocado toast. I noticed with gluten-free bread, it does not toast. It does not brown up in the toaster. Like, I have to turn the toaster all the way up to like 10 minutes. And then it will get hot. And it will start to slightly brown. I don't know why gluten-free bread does not brown. I don't understand. However, it also is good with cream cheese and a little sprinkling of everything bagel seasoning, which is what I had for breakfast, was a slice of toast with everything bagel seasoning on it. Anyway, so he goes in, he brings out this loaf of bread, this expensive 8-pound. This bread is so dense and heavy. I got it home, I sliced it into thin slices because it's like so heavy. But it's good to have like a slice of bread for breakfast. It probably will taste good with an egg on it. Okay, so he also came out with like a cake box. And I was like, oh Lord, what is in this cake box? Like, I can't eat. My stomach hurts. I just did not feel good. He opens it up. There's 2 cinnamon rolls in it. This is all gluten-free. And I believe dairy-free, and I believe it's vegan. There was 2 cinnamon rolls in there, which I've had their cinnamon rolls before. Can I tell you, Cinnamon Stitches like cinnamon buns? Okay, so I don't know. It's a dense, heavy cinnamon roll, but it is so flavorful and delicious. There's a little tiny cupcake in there, all gluten-free, all vegan, all just delicious. There was a brownie in there. What else did he buy? He got something else. So anyway, he's all just taste it, so that in the future you know what you like from the bakery and I can get it for you. He's very accommodating, and he has seen me cry more times trying to deal with the ramifications of becoming gluten-free or just being sick and just being frustrated with my body. So he's very just trying to make me feel better. I know, we're like 15 minutes in already. I still haven't shown you what we bought. I'll get to it. You guys like story time, right? The cupcake was delicious. He didn't like it, but I love vanilla. I like plain vanilla, like not very sweet. And this cupcake like hit all the marks for me. I inhaled it because I had not eaten in 2 days. I inhaled this cupcake. This little tiny, it was the little mini cupcakes. Oh, it was so good. I normally like brownies. Like, I love a good fudgy, like, brownie. Okay? I like it with nuts in it. I just like a good brownie. This was not a good brownie. It wasn't bad. It had really good chocolate flavor, but like the texture was like a sponge. It was really, really spongy. It was weird, and I am very much a texture person. I was like, no, I'm not eating that. I took a bite of it and I was done. I plucked just the center out of the cinnamon bun and I ate that, and because it's the best part, and I left the rest in the box. Well, there was something else in there. I don't remember, but it was like, and after that, I felt better. I don't know if I felt better because I was actually eating food I was supposed to eat, gluten-free, you know, or because I finally put something into my stomach and so it calmed my stomach down a little bit. I don't know, but I felt so much better after that, and now I feel fine today. So I'm so glad we stopped at that bakery. And then I was like, all right, well, now I feel better. Now I can go. Let's go. Where are we going to go? And I was like, where do you want to go? And he's all, well, let's go to Tuesday morning. Well, Tuesday morning is in Richmond, which, like I said, is over an hour drive from us. So I was like, all right, but, you know, he's all, but let's go to a different Tuesday morning that we didn't go to last time. Hell yeah. Let's do that. I was all down for it. So we go and we pull in the parking lot of this different Tuesday morning, because there's like 3 locations in Richmond. Hello. So we went to this other location, and next door to it is an Ollie's. And I was like, can we go into Ollie's real quick? And he's all, yeah, he loves Ollie's. He likes looking at all the weird shit, you know, or the weird stuff. Sorry. Okay, so I don't like cussing in my videos. I know that's not really a bad word to a lot of you. But anyway, so we went to Holly's. And I swear I can sniff out yarn. I had no idea. I've never been in this Ollie's. I didn't know where anything was. I had no idea where they would store the yarn because they put yarn in weird places at Ollie's. They just like put it out. And so I swear I walked into the store and walked directly into the section where the yarn was at. I found it in 3 seconds flat. And I looked at Mr. Cinnamon. I could smell the yarn. He looked at me like I was crazy. It was in with garden stuff. Like pots and signage and fake flowers, and it didn't make any sense why this stuff was all stacked together. But I found the yarn and I was so happy. I did not get more of the With Love because I don't need any more of the With Love. I have a lot of it. They had the Soft Essential stripes, and yeah, they were in worse shape, but I got 4 of these. And this is what it's supposed to work up like. And these were $1.99 at Ollie's. I got 4, and that's all I got at Ollie's. But these are 4-ounce balls, 110 yards, 4 stripes as you knit or crochet. This is called Purple Rain, which is a cool name. This is supposed to be a bulky number 5. That doesn't look bulky to me. That's funny. That's like a Karen Simply Soft version of bulky. So, you can tell this yarn has been tossed around because it's creating like a little bit of a halo that wouldn't normally be there with this type of yarn. But I thought this was really pretty. So I got 4 of those, and that's all they had that I didn't already possess. And so then we went over to Tuesday morning. But I actually have 2 Tuesday morning hauls that I'm going to show you, because we also went to Tuesday morning last week and I didn't show that yet. So I'm going to also show you that Tuesday morning, which was a different Tuesday morning location. That is actually the normal Tuesday morning in Richmond we go to. This was the other one. I did not buy a lot. I was not in a spending mood. And even though Mr. Cinnamon was buying all of it, and he said get whatever I wanted because it's like my anniversary gift, I just was not, I was not in a super buying mood. So, anyway, they had this, which is Ella Ray. It is the Unique Sport Colorful Virgin Wool Blends. This was $8.99, and this normally is $17.99. I just really loved the colors of this. I mean, just, it's so pretty. Yeah, that's more accurate. It's really dark jewel tones, just beautiful. It is really, really like super soft. And so I got one of those, and this is in the colorway Monteverde. Monteverde. My accent is weird. Monteverde. And this is 100 grams, 50% wool, 50% acrylic. And it is a fine weight number 2, but those colors are gorgeous. Gorgeous. And then we got to go back to Joe on Joe's Web. Okay, I told you that I went, I think it was Friday's video of last week. So it was Friday, March 5th, I think. I talked about, so today's actually March 5th, but you're not seeing this on March 5th. So it was today's video, but in the past. So March 5th's video, I talked about Tuesday morning, and I went because Joe from Joe's Web, there's yarn right here. It's Painted Mist. It's the light blue that's right here. These ones. I bought that at Tuesday morning, which sent Joe's Webs, Joe, to her Tuesday morning to look for the Painted Mist yarn. And she found it in a different colorway than I had, which sent me back to Tuesday morning, which is what you saw on Friday's video, to look for the colorway that she had, which they did not have any of that yarn when I went back. But I've been twice since then, so, you know. Guess what they had? at the new Tuesday morning location. This is the colorway. I'm almost positive this is the colorway Joe showed. This is, let's see, I think it's blocked off. I think the colorway is blocked off. Anyway, I got 3 of these. Rose Parade? Robe? It says RO8E Parade. So I think it's supposed to be Rose Parade. Rose Parade. Is this not the most gorgeous yarn you've ever seen? I got 3 of these bad babies. This is like, this makes mama happy. I got 3 of these bad babies. And this is Knitting Fever, Painted Mist, an easy to care self-striping modal blend. So it's 58% modal, 34% acrylic, 8% wool. This stuff is like so soft. So just look at those colors. Those colors just speak to me. They just speak to me. That made me so happy. I told Mr. Cinnamon that is the best anniversary gift I could have gotten because I had fun with him. And I feel bad because I feel like he didn't really get anything out of the trip. He didn't buy anything for himself. I didn't buy anything for him. And I felt bad because I wasn't really feeling good. So I started off the day kind of moody. And I kept asking, I was like, I feel bad. Like, did you have a good day? And he's like, I had a good day. Like, he likes seeing me happy. He likes buying me stuff and, like, doting on me. But that makes me feel like crap, too. Because, like, I don't know. I feel like it's a little lopsided in the relationship. Because he very much dotes on me. And he doesn't ask for anything in return. I never know what to do for him. So, yeah. Yeah. So, you guys want to see some more yarn? Because last week we went to Tuesday morning and I got some more yarn. And this yarn is so pretty. You've seen this yarn, but not in these colorways because I showed this in Friday's video, some of this yarn. Like the Ella Ray DK Merino. I bought this in purple. I'm pretty sure that's it. It's either that one or this one. I think it's this one, purple. But they had it in green. And they had it... Oh, this one's chunky. This one's DK and this one's chunky. Oh, I didn't know that. So we got the navy blue and the green. And the green is grasshopper and the blue is blue blood. These were $6.99 each. I bought them thinking they would go together, but I guess not. That's all right. It's all right. Yep, bulky number 5, 100% wool. This one is a lightweight number 3. But seriously, like, that's not much difference. These all kind of, like, look like a number 4 to me, but that one's a little bit chunkier than a 4, but that's pretty. So I got those. And then, and actually, this was another instance where I didn't want to go in the store. I've been moody lately. I admit I have been moody. Okay, I haven't been feeling good. I've been irritable. I've been cranky. I've been sad. I've been depressed. Anxiety, all of it. And my daughter wanted to go to a store in Richmond called Second and Charles, and they have a lot of used books, music, video games, you name it, they got it. But they also have like new products, like they have stuff to relate to all of those hobbies. They have like nerd stuff, like they have Funko Pops, and they have collectibles and action figures and comic books. Like, you know, it's a total geek store. She loves it. I like it too. It's a good store. So when I say nerd and geek, I don't mean that in a negative connotation at all. Like, I love that. It's a cool store. She wanted to go in. I was cranky, and I was like actually like bickering with Mr. Cinnamon a little bit. I was like, I don't want to go in. And next door is Tuesday morning. I didn't want to go into Tuesday morning. I wanted to go home. Like, they wanted to go out to eat, and now I'm frustrated because I can't eat anything that they want to eat. I can't eat anything with bread. I can't eat anything that's been close to bread. Like, there's the options of going out to eat while we're out is like this big. So I was cranky. Just real. Mr. Cinnamon's all, I'm going to go see what they have on Tuesday morning. What, you just sit in the car with little man. So I did. And he sent me a picture, and I saw these, and I came running in the store. But before I show you those, I also got some of these, which I showed you in Friday the 5th video. And this is the Mirasol Miski. And this was $5.99. This is 100% baby llama. And I bought this in a camel color and onyx, I believe. Yeah, they're on the shelf as well. They're right there. And so I thought the blue would just go beautiful with either the camel or the black. Either or. But this yarn is so beautiful. And this was $5.99 a skein. I had to have more of this. And this is going to be definitely a wearable for me. I just think that's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. And then the thing that made me come running into the store is Babe Freckles. I love polka dot yarn. I love it so much. Now, if we go back to the Hobby Lobby thing, Hobby Lobby has speckled yarn like this that I made a shawl out of. It is one of my favorite yarns ever because it has the little polka dots on it. And I don't know why polka dots make me so... Polka dots make me happy, okay? They just do. I don't know if it's a Mickey Mouse thing, a Minnie Mouse thing. I love polka dots, okay? Which is, I did not plan the shirt thing, but this yarn, and I love, these are my favorite colors of life. So we got the oranges, the yellows. Now, orange itself is not my favorite color, but I love orange with yellow and pinks. Like, the three together, like, is sunshine to me. It is like, you could bottle those three colors together and paint my entire world with it, and I would be incredibly happy. But I just think this yarn is so pretty. And I have some of the Babe brand yarn. I got, as a matter of fact, there's some right here. Blue, that's Babe 100, I think. And then on top of the shelf right here, at the very top, I got some of the Babe Jazz from Tuesday Morning. And also from a Mary Maxim crochet kit, or the knit kit, one of the two. But, so I like the brand of Babe yarn. And this is the Freckles, and this is in the color Sugar and Spice. And it is all things nice. It's 55% polyamide. It is 45% acrylic, 100 grams, 317 yards. It's a lightweight number 3. I got 4 of these. These made me so happy. My mood changed after we bought this. And I'm sure at this point, Mr. Cinnamon thinks I am out of my mind because all he's got to do is buy me yarn and my whole mood changes. I think at this point, I'm substituting yarn for food because food used to make me happy, which is why I'm fat. But now it's yarn. And like, I can't eat anything that I want. I can't eat anything that I want. Like, aside from the gluten, I can't eat onions. I have to be careful with garlic. I can't eat anything with any kind of fake sugar, even closely related to it. I mean, the list of the red meat. I can't eat red meat. There's so many things I cannot eat. So food is like, it's not my happy thing anymore. And I hate cooking now because I hate having to like figure out new ways to cook. Yeah. So it's a whole thing. So I kind of like replacing food with yarn, but that's okay because it's healthier. You know, the fiber is good for you. So that was my story time / yarn addiction time with Mr. Cinnamon. And, you know, anyway, happy anniversary if you're watching. I know he doesn't watch these videos. He used to. He doesn't anymore because I think I make too many and he just doesn't have the time. But, yeah, 21 years. We've been together 21 years. That's over half our life. That's a pretty big accomplishment. I'm going to take it as a big celebration time. I don't know. Relationships are hard. They're not easy by any stretch of the imagination. And I think I learned at a very young age, relationships are not a happily ever after situation. It's you have to constantly work at it. You have to constantly work at it. We are both constantly changing, and our lives are not straight lines. Like, we go in different paths sometimes. We have to make sacrifices for each other and for ourselves. And there's lots of things that have come in and out of our lives that have like caused issues. We've always hung on, and we've always hung on to each other. Even when we hated each other, we hung on to each other. And I don't know. I don't know if we'll make it the rest of our lives together. I hope we will. But I'm glad that I've had 21 years with him. He's a good man. He's a very good man. You guys know this. He spoils me. He never tells me no to the things that make me happy. He always buys me yarn. I mean, that alone. He helps with the dishes. He helps cook dinners. He does his own laundry. He's a slob. Like, he messes up my office daily. But he's a good man. He's a good man. And I'm very lucky to have him. So, with all that mushiness aside, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you enjoyed the yarn and the weird stories and my moodiness. Speaking of Friday's video, like, not one Friday's, it was Thursday's video, the calendar one. I was cranky. I had several people ask me, like, are you okay? Do you have a headache? Because, yeah, when I'm doing this, that's a headache. That's a migraine. And I've been having a lot of headaches lately. And so when you see my brow furl, that's a migraine. And I shouldn't have made a video that cranky. I shouldn't have made a video when I wasn't feeling good like that. But I was trying to get it done so that I could put stuff away and I could, move on to the next thing. And I probably shouldn't have made that video. I probably shouldn't have. But I think a lot of you see my heart and you see that I wasn't feeling good or that I was exhausted. I filmed that right after filming the entire In the Closet series. So I filmed that immediately after cleaning that closet. I was tired. I was wore out. I had a really bad headache. That's not an excuse, but I should have just not filmed that day. All right. I'm going to let you go because we're one day closer to opening the Kramer Yarns box, which I'm super excited about. And I got more yarn to show you. So I will see you tomorrow. Bye.